Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so excited to have you joining me here today. We are going to dive right into your reading. I like to begin my readings by saying thank you to those of you who regularly watch my channel. They like, share, subscribe, and comment. I am deeply grateful to all of you. There is something crazy going on with YouTube's algorithm. You might want to check to make sure you're subscribed, even if you know you were subscribed. And also, you may want to hit the notification bell if you want to know when my readings are released each day. Just because I don't think, I know because I can tell from the data that I get that not everyone is being notified or even seeing my videos. And gosh, to all of those of you who are new to the channel, we welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you find a message in this reading that helps, that resonates, that brings you some peace and some clarity. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, we'll begin with a Rumi card message. You're getting love is the author, we are the paper. Wow. And take a polished heart to God so that he may see himself. Oh my God. This really hits me in the heart chakra today. Woo! Pisces, man, oh man, love is definitely in your energy right now. Big time, big time, big time, big time. You know how Care Bears, like their tummies glow and they send out that light of, you know, caring a lot. I get that kind of energy, but like from the heart chakra more. It's like, I feel almost as if you guys have pulled your energy back from places where it wasn't being appreciated, where it was being drained, where it wasn't doing any good. And as a result of sort of like not having all of these dead end places to put your energy, it's like you're able to really concentrate it and really shine. I get that energy when I'm meditating on the energy of Pisces right now. So I don't know, take it as it resonates, but I see it. I see it, I see it, I see it. And I tell you, people are very attracted to that kind of energy, especially right now. All right, guys, let's see. I also saw an astrologer say, I'm not an astrologer, so don't take my word for anything, but I think Venus is moving into Capricorn, and this is where we make decisions about long-term investments in love. River of blessing, releasing constraints. Wow. Oh my gosh. You guys, seriously, did I not just talk about Care Bears? I mean, really and truly. Oh my God, you guys, oh my God. Oh. Guys, these cards just feel like what I just said after I read the Rumi quotes. And this is the energy I've been picking up on exactly like in pictures, in my meditations on your energy. There's something going on here, Pisces. I'm so happy that I took the minute to say that before these cards came out so that you realize like how accessible this energy is. You know, I know that sometimes when we haven't experienced something yet, or when we haven't put something into practice yet, or when we haven't seen the results yet, it's hard to believe in the unseen. You know, it's hard to believe in things that are abstract ideas, right? Or that someone is telling you is out there, right? But when you have something happen like me just telling you about Care Bears and me literally saying, you know how the light comes out of their tummy? Well, I see it coming out of your heart. And what the heck is that other than that? If you know what I'm talking about with Care Bears. Literally, you know, it's like, I feel like this is a confirmation. When you believe, and this literally is talking about beliefs, brilliant beliefs. When you believe in your own brilliance, in your own limitlessness, in the miraculous miracle that is you, you can move mountains. You can what you can dream, what you can aspire to, who you can inspire, just all of it. It's just so much bigger and so much brighter. And it feels like Pisces, there's something happening here where it's like, because the energy I get when I'm meditating is just, I get this like, I don't know if you guys ever grow like houseplants, right? But you'll get a houseplant and it'll get a yellow leaf, right? And then if you don't cut that yellow leaf off, all the energy of the plant goes to the yellow leaf to try to heal it, to try to bring it back, to try to resurrect it. But there's no bringing it back. I've never seen a yellow leaf come back to green. And so you have to cut it off so that the plant energy doesn't all go there, and it goes to the part of the plant that's thriving, so that the plant can continue to thrive and can thrive even like additionally more than it is thriving now. And so there's just this energy of, that's what I get really, is that it's like you've really weeded your garden, you've really trimmed off the dead parts or the parts that just were not working out for you. And it feels like a process that's happening over time, through I'm getting the word curation, and that's like when a museum chooses pieces for, like when you're curating a collection, it's like, okay, these pieces all go together, or these pieces go together to tell the story. Like these pieces work and make the impact the strongest of what I'm trying to say with this collection. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you make yourself the strongest. You make the strongest statement with yourself, and it's like you have much more to give the world that can be affected by it, instead of giving to these things that can't be affected by what you're pouring into cups with holes in them. You're pouring into a larger cup with no hole in it. You're making a big difference. And for some of you, you're coming into your divine masculinity if you're a masculine, or if you're in, you don't have to be a man to be a masculine. But this is the part where you take action. This is the part where you move on these things. You make waves. You go and you do and you be and you affect change, On the bottom of the deck, you have this river of blessings, and on it says releasing constraints. And again, this is that whole putting your energy toward the yellow leaf. But beyond that, I'm getting the constraints in our own mind of what is possible and what is not possible. It's like offering yourself up to the divine, of being, a vessel of its possibility, of, being willing to step into your highest and best, being willing to, follow your soul purpose, like to be led even. But it also, there's just this energy of just accepting your own limitlessness, your own possibility, your own capacity, your own just man. And I feel it, and part of Pisces energy always is love. In my opinion, you're the 12th house, you're the universal healer. You are the water sign of all water signs, in my opinion. You are the lover of all lovers. And you don't love in a way of I need. You love in a way of I give. Or that's been my experience with Pisces. Very, very like unconditional love. I feel like you're attracting someone in that is in a very high vibration energy here. And I feel like you are making a beautiful contribution that feels like it is going to be rewarded. You also Oh my gosh, now you're getting divine feminine energy. Oh my gosh, I literally just said the energy of possibility. Wow. I almost said that, like, as far as the watery depths, I've had people say this to me before that are more familiar with astrology and zodiac signs than I am, that Cancer, they are the shallow, swim, like they're in the most shallow part of the ocean. They love that it's obvious, it's passionate, it's all on the surface. Scorpio, they're deep. They don't show you everything. They don't tell you everything. You might not see everything. They're kind of mysterious. And Pisces is the watery depths, the deepest parts of the ocean. You know, they love in a way that, like, almost other people can't understand, but are changed by, are deeply affected by. And you have depth. And it says on this card, awareness, importance, and value. Lord have mercy on my soul. This is this energy. These energies go together. There's also fire on here. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. You know, fire and water are such a crazy combination, right? Awareness, importance, and value. It may be where people have sort of not seen your value, not recognized your value, just plain not been able to value you because they didn't understand you, because you were in a depth that they could not reach. You know, people can only meet you as deeply as they can meet themselves. And now you're coming into contact with someone who's aware of your depth and aware of the beauty and the uniqueness and the specialness and the value and the importance of your depth. It's almost as if you're having this moment where who you are and what you're made of and your special capacity, it's like, one, it's needed. Two, it's in an environment where it's able to be seen. Right? If we were in a blown out light environment, we wouldn't be able to see the fire, right? It takes the darkness to see the light. It just feels like you're shined in Pisces, and it feels like you are the answer to either to someone's particular heart, you know, that they've been searching for, the question that they've been asking. It almost feels like on an individual level, but also like on a grander scale. So I feel like Pisces, there's this energy of that I feel like you're coming out of. It's like a past history. And this may have something to do with this releasing constraints energy. You have withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary, and you have heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. And in this heart fog card, you see how one person is just falling deeply by themselves. It truly feels like being in situations where other people were not able to meet you where you were. And where you were willing to sort of take a leap of faith, you were willing to try, you were willing to just let go of safety for love. And it wasn't appreciated. It wasn't valued. And you went by yourself, and it's like you dealt with people, I feel like, that had blocked heart chakras, blocked emotions, who were messed up, who were broken, who were unhealed, who it's almost like you wanted to heal them and you were willing to go all in, believing in them. and trying to love them through it and trying to show them the way and trying to use that universal healing power to heal. But it's like you were on this journey all by yourself. In both of these cards, it's just a singular life form, you know? And I feel like it was lonely. I feel like it was sad. I feel like there's just this energy of like, man, maybe I don't belong. Maybe there is no one for me. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm, you know, this. Maybe I'm that. You know, I feel very strongly that it led to a period of deep introspection, and it's an introspection where you're like almost questioning everything. And when you do that, it's like that inward spiral kind of energy, like this, where the deeper you go, the further you get in, the closer to the truth you get, the closer to the center of yourself you get, the closer to wow. And even in this rose, it's like the deeper and deeper, the more you unfold, the more you open, the more you go diving into yourself, the way you were so willing to dive into other people. It's like the more you come to a place of peace with what happened, with who you are, with what you have to offer, and it feels like the stronger it made you. And it's not just the stronger it made you, the stronger, the more able it made you to even be able to express yourself, to even be able to sort of know your own mind, and to be able to see in an interaction between you and someone else what is right and what is wrong, or, you know, what is in alignment with you and what is not in alignment with you. It's like it honed your ability to tap into your own frequency, to know, is this good or is this bad? Is this, you know, something I want to open up to more, or is it not? But it also brought you to a place where you could be at peace with everything that happened in your past, because you weren't wondering if you were to blame. You weren't trying to reconcile why someone did something to you. It's like being able to just understand a universal truth that, like, you know, people can only meet you as deeply as they can meet themselves. And that the truth is you're capable of going way deeper than most people. And it's going to take a special soul to be able to go down that path with you. And it is going to take, you know, trying and not finding in order to find that needle in the haystack, that gem. But I think it's left you emerged in this energy of openness and hope and optimism and just an understanding. I mean, literally the cover of my video yesterday, I think it was yesterday, was wheat. Because wheat in tarot is a symbol of abundance. It's a symbol of, okay, your crops are ready to be harvested. All this work that you did, all of this discovery that you did, all of this coming to a place of peace with your past and coming to a place of peace with who you are and what you want and what you're capable of, and what being open to the universe and being open to all the possibilities is bringing in this energy of sun-soaked abundance, happiness, clarity. Also, right now I'm getting like, I don't really know how a seed germinates. I mean, I guess it happens in the earth, but like it can't germinate on its own is what I'm getting. It's like it needs, whether it's a flower that needs the bee to bring the pollen, whether it's the seed that needs the earth and the rain and the sun, or, you know, whatever it is, it's like those ingredients are coming in. Those ingredients are present even, is what I'm getting. They're around, they're available. And with the divine feminine energy, this is like being open to receiving. But with the divine masculine and the divine feminine here coming out in these two oracle decks, like that, I don't think that's ever happened to me as a tarot card reader. And I read a lot of tarot cards. This energy is very, I mean, for me, it just feels like you have a deep soul, someone who can reflect back to you what you are putting out into the world. It's like a homing beacon. It's like a lighthouse for someone else that also shines. Oh my God. Underneath this card is Divine Masculine. And then Second Chance in reverse and Clarity upright. Interesting. All right, you guys. Jeez. I keep getting the energy of sunshine. Pisces, I feel the nerves. I feel the nerves. That is not what I thought was going to come out of my mouth when I opened it, just so you know. But I feel the energy here of, yeah, like someone being very nervous to, it's like they're coming to this place where they feel like they have to sort of admit or acknowledge like something that's unsaid needs to be said, or at least made clear. And, you know, this may be someone who, you have the card of friendship, and then you have this wicked and this on guard energy. And for me, you know how sometimes with your best friend, you say things to them that you're like, I know I shouldn't say this, or I shouldn't even think it, but because you have that next level of honesty with them where it's like you're willing to admit those things, it feels safe to admit those things. I literally just had a friend call me last night needing a tarot card reading. And, well, like, that's not why she called, but I was like, let's just get to the bottom of it and get the cards out. And anyway, it's just funny because I read cards for a living, but there are things that I will say to my friends in a reading, like when a card comes out, I'll be like, ooh, you know, like, this is that, you know, where I'd be like uncomfortable just to say it to the general public. And it's just giving me that feeling. It's just giving me that vibe of like, you know, complete transparency, or it's like, you know how this person thinks, or you know what this person is thinking, or you are willing to get to bring that much clarity to a situation, but yet there is something that we're not saying here. There's something that it's like, I feel like I've had to hide with the game face, and it needs to come out into the light. So this could be like a developing relationship where it's like you've gotten to the place where, you know, you think that you're being really open and honest with each other, or you think that, and you are, right? But I don't know, there's definitely, I feel somebody has feelings for you, Pisces, and they're just, and even though you may think it's so easy for this person to talk to you, or it would be so easy for this person to admit it, or it would be so easy for them because you don't have secrets, or because you don't hold back, there may be something, you know, with this brilliant beliefs energy, this like glowing heart chakra energy, where you're just glowing and it feels like you're untouchable or unreachable, or there's an intimidation factor there, or it could be because of something in the environment or something in the circumstances where they feel like, man, bridging this gap would be really taking a big risk. And it feels like a big risk because there's already this established connection. You can't have that connection with everyone, right? Where you're like, can be just totally honest with them, or be like, oh girl, this is what I was thinking, or, you know, like, oh, I know I shouldn't have thought this, or I shouldn't say this, but, you know, it is like such sweet karmic justice, or you know what I mean? Like whatever it is. There's just this energy where it's like, I don't want to lose that, but also I can't stay here because it's not the truth. It's not honest. It's requiring me to keep this game face on. It's requiring me to not be true, you know, to not say what I really want to say. Someone's coming to the light. I think it's going to make you very happy. I think you've considered the possibility of this. You've at least considered it. And with the divine feminine here, I think you're receptive to it. This could also be someone who's been in really difficult relationships where they've always had to sort of be defensive, where they've always sort of had to keep a game face on, where they couldn't let the other person know how they were feeling because the other person would take advantage of that. And it's like they've gotten as far as they can with, you know, in that mode. But it's like there's definitely a risk on the table here. I feel like you know that how this person feels, or I feel like there is something about the situation where it's like they wouldn't do this, or they wouldn't say that, or they wouldn't treat me like this if they didn't feel something. You know what I mean? You may even see this person as your counterpart, or see the possibility that they might be your counterpart. This is a super high vibrational coming together kind of energy. But even in that situation, we're still human. Oh yeah. See, somebody's not letting go. Look at that. You know, the crown and the crown. And cows are so special. Wow. All right, you guys, I have to stand up for this. You know, this is somebody, see how this energy matches? These energies match. God, it's, you know how when a porcupine, you know, freaks out or like gets like feels like they have to be defensive and they release their quills. I feel this energy of this porcupine, you know, sort of in that mode, but having to hold back. It's like this game face, and it's like it requires so much energy to do that. It's so hard for the porcupine to do that, to fight its own nature, to fight its natural tendency, that it's like, I have to release this. But yeah, this porcupine, this Knight of Wands energy does not want to lose its proximity to this divine feminine Queen of Pentacles energy. It definitely has an awareness of the importance and the value of the Queen of Pentacles. It's funny how your perspective shifts when you stand up. Something has to change because we're fighting the natural laws. And with these owls on this card, it's like, I know I'm wise enough to know that it can't stay this way. Let me clarify. I love these decks. I used them last night. Well, no, I used the Crow deck last night. And I was like, I'm using these tomorrow because I am getting wicked messages off these, like really intense. Oh my God, yeah. This person, oh man. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, holy God. Wheel of Fortune twice. There's a change coming. Something is coming. All right, you guys. First of all, the porcupine, this Knight of Wands energy right? They feel like they can't let go of the Queen of Pentacles. They see the value, but beyond that, there's feelings here for sure. And there's also this understanding or feeling of a deep soul connection, like you are my person. But I'm also, because this page has now arrived here, and this porcupine, you see how the cow is just so celebrated in this energy, and everybody else is sort of like regular. I feel like, also, I keep getting with this rabbit, that it's like the porcupine becomes the rabbit in the presence of the cow. Oh my God. Woo, what a reading. It's like they transform, they change. All their rough edges, all their hard parts become soft, and I'm getting the word entranced. In proximity or closeness to this cow, and they don't want to lose that opportunity. So they want to make an offer, right? But they're like, I'm just this porcupine, you know what I mean? And like, why would this cow even be interested in me? Why would this cow even turn and look the other way? But yet you do, because you allow them proximity to you, you know, and there's nobody else in proximity to you. I mean, there's a lunar moth up here, but you know, it's like somehow they've breached the wall. They've gotten into the inner sanctum of the Queen of Pentacles, and they're like, you know how a rabbit is like scared all the time, or like they're ready to run off very quickly. You know what I mean? And they're very sensitive to the environment, and they're very sensitive to changes in the environment that might be a threat to them. Do you know what I'm saying? They're very alert and aware all the time. And I feel like this rabbit is really trying to sense, like, you know, what are my chances? If I were to ask the Queen of Pentacles, you know, if I were to make, you know, this offer to the Queen of Pentacles, you know, how would she respond? Would it be enough? Would it even matter to her? You know, all I have to offer, she already has. She already possesses. I mean, this rabbit really looks at this Queen of Pentacles just like, you know, you're out of my league, basically. With the Wheel of Fortune here twice, it has to change. It can't stay the same. And it feels like with the double Wheel of Fortune, it's time. Like, this is divine timing for this to come together, probably for both the cow and the rabbit. Yeah, I mean, there's a sense of the universe at play here. Like, it's no accident that these two came together. It's no accident. It's like they both deserve each other. And like, I'm trusting this Queen of Pentacles. If this Queen of Pentacles is letting this rabbit in, you know, and it may be that like the porcupine may have approached the cow as the porcupine, and the cow might have been like, absolutely not, no way. And so the porcupine figured out to take a different approach. This porcupine has made their choice, and they are not letting go. They don't want to let go. So this is definitely like, I'm nervous. I'm fighting all of my natural instinct here. Incidentally, you guys, I read on Instagram the other day that crows can hold a grudge against a human. Oh my God. For 17 years. A crow can get hold a grudge against a human for 17 years. So don't make crows mad. The only blockage, the only thing I feel stopping this thing from coming together is fear and illusion. Because what I'm getting from the Moon card and the Nine of Swords is that this person may see themselves as a porcupine and a rabbit, but I feel, look at that, the wolf is setting the fish free from the trash can. Look at that. Look at that symbology. Look at that. That's crazy. That is affecting me so deeply. Even the posture of the wolf is like the opposite posture of this person in free fall. And it is almost like the fish of the Pisces symbol here. It's like the yin to your yang, the yang to your yin, you know what I'm saying? Whoa, man, this is the person that is coming to, at this time, to set you free, to let you go deep and to go deep with you. I think it's an illusion that this person sees themselves in this way. The blockage is this person fighting their emotion. When we fight the way we feel, we immediately encounter conflict and resistance. We have to just allow ourselves to feel the way that we feel and just be okay with it. But, you know, we don't have to let it unpack and stay and take us over and completely identify with it. This person has deep feelings. And it's almost like this person does kind of want to set you free, or does want to help, does want to be the hero, does want to, they have in their soul this, you know, I see you, I see the importance of you, I see the value of you. You know, I only want to help you, I only want to, but they don't trust their own capacity to do that on some level, I feel. Yeah, remember, look at that, the Five of Wands. At some point in this reading, I felt like it was becoming too big of a burden to fight the natural instinct. And that's what this is telling me. 10 of Wands on the Moon card. And the Two of Cups on the Nine of Swords card. The unknown can be so overwhelming, right? Because, you know, it's like, it's this energy of conflict, right? It's like, I feel this way. I need to say how I feel. But what if me saying how I feel costs me the whole kit and caboodle? And I couldn't live like that. I couldn't live with that. And so there's no relief. There's just this cyclical way of thinking, right? Of just like, I need to do this because I feel the urge, and the urge is getting very, very strong and very, very overwhelming and very, very powerful. But what if that urge, giving into that urge, costs me everything? And that cycle of thought that sort of keeps us stuck, right? With the Five of Wands coming out on both bottoms of the deck. This is an obstacle. It's a delay. It isn't sustainable, right? We can't just stay forever in that energy, in that thought cycle. It will drive us crazy. You know, we might be able to go around it for a while, right? But in the end, it's like it's going to become so burdensome, especially because the more time that rabbit is in the proximity of the Queen of Pentacles, its feelings are not lessening. Its feelings are growing. And I'm getting like even more addicted to the feeling of being in the presence of the Queen of Pentacles. So there's a mounting burden. You know, we're not even just staying at the Five of Wands here, where it's just an obstacle or a delay. And it's like, yeah, you know, we're getting to the point where we can't carry it anymore, where it's too heavy for us to carry. We can't keep flying. We can't keep acting like everything is normal with that game face on, carrying this load. We have to release it. We have to finish the cycle. And how do we end a cycle? We make a different decision. And with the Two of Cups on the Nine of Swords, it's the decision that, you know, we choose love. We choose the relationship. We choose the possibility of connection. And we say the thing. You see how even those crows are connected at the mouth or at the beak or whatever? Oh my God, there's the Sun, and there is the Ten of Pentacles, people, and there's the Ace of Swords. You guys, it's all building up to this conversation. How great are these cards? Can we just take a moment and appreciate MJ Kulane, who made these beautiful, both of these gorgeous decks? Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. This is that moment. You have that sunshine, you have that sun, you have this energy here of the possibility. And it's all being set free with this Ace of Swords. And if you look at the Ace of Swords, you know, it has this laurel wreath around it, which is success and victory. With these bats, I mean, the birds, any kind of bird, is always a message coming in. And it's like with these white flowers, these like, I don't know, morning glories, but not, because this is night. Maybe there's like a lunar glory. I don't know. I can't grow flowers like this in Florida, so, you know, I gotta stick with my tropical ones. Although I did have prolific zinnias this year. Man, you have the Hermit. This is like someone who has done deep introspection, that has really, really said, what do you want? Okay, well, what is it gonna take for you to get what you want? And it's like, the answer is bravery. The answer is the courage to like live and die by your sword, by your truth. And so you have to express it. You can't hold it in and think that it's going to be successful or victorious, or that anything is ever going to change, right? The only way to have success is to speak your truth in this case. And the truth is, this person thinks that you are a soulmate, and that they are very clear that you have brought a lot of happiness into their life. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. They see long-term success, and that's what they want. That's what they want out of this relationship. This is a commitment. This is someone saying, you know, I want to work on this for the rest of our lives. I want you to be the one that I build with forever, you know, in this life. Two fours. This is talking about foundational energy, right? With the fours, it's all about like needing to build a strong structure to build upon so that a tower can't bring it down, so that it has the ultimate kind of strength of survival here. You have the devil on the bottom of the deck. You see how the devil is wearing this like ram skull? Even with like, there's also these stars on the pentacles, right? And this cow has the pentacle on her forehead. It's just saying to me, this is the game face. This person is chained back in their fear, has been, right? But they may even, there's almost a feeling of addiction or obsession of just like the feeling that I have when I'm with you. And we all know that isn't necessarily a bad thing. It becomes a bad thing when you're not bigger than it, when you're not able to control it, when it controls you. Anything is bad when it takes control of you. Well, and I hate the words bad and good, but you know what I'm saying. Here's the thing. This person, this is requiring, oh man, and look at it. There's a ram skull right here underneath the Emperor. You guys could seriously be dealing with an Aries. For this person is going to have to let go of this emotional block that I feel like they may have always had an emotional block, but they may have actually put an emotional block in because they may have felt they had no right to feel the way that they felt, or that, you know, with the Four of Pentacles, there's always this thing that where somebody may feel like they weren't good enough. And we had that with the Page of Pentacles and this like porcupine versus this cow kind of energy of just like, it's almost, I feel it's in this person's head. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I feel like you think that they're plenty good enough. You know what I mean? It's like you've let them into your inner sanctum. And for me, when a Pisces lets you into their inner sanctum, there's no greater compliment. There's no greater honor than that. Because honestly, all Pisces pretty much have learned that, you know, they may not have always been that way, to have a very strong boundary or to be that protective of their inner sanctum. But they learn quickly, right? Because you're swimming in the depth. You're going all in on people, and people who are totally incapable of meeting you where you are, and you're getting hurt. You're finding out the hard way that you're capable of swimming in places that regular people are not. And so you don't just, you can't afford really to let everyone into your inner sanctum, because you're going to love them like that. You know, and so when I see this rabbit in the inner sanctum of the Queen of Pentacles, it's telling me that, you know, this person, you have already deemed them worthy. You have already deemed them, you know, I don't know, like worthy or capable or a possibility or something, right? To have let them in. And it may be where you're just needing this person to take control of the situation and let their guard down and bring clarity to the thing. Step into their power. It's actually arriving to me now, this message, as sort of like, you need this person to do this, to believe, to let yourself fall again, to trust this is a divine masculine, or this is, you know, someone in the light that can meet you this deeply before you allow yourself to free fall again. I'm going to clarify this devil for 1 sec. Oh my God, you guys, seriously. I die. I just die right here, right now. Oh, this energy of this freaking porcupine. I could die. It's you know, it's somebody who's been hurt, and that's why they have the natural instinct to expel their quills. But inside they're a mushy teddy bear, and they have very serious intentions. We saw that with the Ten of Pentacles, and we're seeing it here with this engagement ring. They have feelings for you. They're falling for you. But they've been hurt before. And that's what it is. That's why they're wearing the mask. Someone may have taken advantage of their feelings in the past. Their softness. How sad. Ugh. I always feel like, gosh, I wish people just didn't hurt each other. But then also, what are we here for? We're here to learn. We're here to grow. Like, it's a part of life. I wish I had never been hurt before, right? Because I could have spared myself a lot of suffering. But at the same time, I would have spared myself a lot of growth. And I don't want to do that. That's why I'm here. I crave growth. Let me go one more round for you, Pisces. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. You have the Four of Cups and you have the Ace of Cups. This Four of Cups is very different than most Four of Cups, right? In most Four of Cups, this person is just staring blankly out into the future. They're not looking at this cup. They're missing this cup entirely. This person has turned their back on every other cup and is only focused on this cup. And then we see this cup here. So this person definitely is they're very, very focused on, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to have this new beginning? Is this new beginning possible? Is Pisces going to open up to the possibility of this? But with the Knight of Cups, it's like this person is very much like, wow, underneath that is the High Priestess. You know, I have to follow my heart. I have to come forward, you know, with honesty about the emotion that I feel. Jesus, there are so many cups happening here. You have the Three of Cups clarifying the Four of Cups. Look, this person has abandoned every other possibility. This person can only see this one possibility. They have just, you know, there may be, like, this person could be attractive or could have other options, or, you know, or maybe you do. I mean, we have seen the Five of Wands twice in this. That can be competition for each other, and it came up twice. So it could be that both of you have competition for each other, or, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just like, out of many, there is only one. You know, out of many, there is only you. And with that Ace of Cups and the Temperance here, it is very much like, this is the cup that I want to come together with. This is the cup that I want to exchange this type of energy with. This is the cup that I trust, that I believe in, that I feel balanced and grounded and centered and like I can be myself with. And with the Moon card here, this is feelings already developing. This is, you know, and it can even be like deep feelings. But it's also intuitively, I know this is my cup. This is my person. This is it. And this feels like forever kind of feeling. You know, it may not be for all of you, but it definitely feels that way. Let me get you some messages, Pisces. If you're dealing with a water sign, the thought of you still does things to me. You still take my breath away. It really was me, not you. If you are dealing with a fire sign, you've affected my life significantly. I know it might be too late by the time I figure things out. Songs are speaking to me. I'm trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. If you are dealing with an earth sign, I just got sidetracked. I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. I'm just doing what I have to right now. Am I good enough for you? See, I knew that was going to come out. because Lord, that came out a lot in the reading. If you're dealing with an air sign, I just got caught up in the moment. I look at your picture often. You are never far from my mind. Pisces. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell me, does this resonate? Maybe hit the notifications bell if you're not getting notified when I'm putting my readings out. Check to make sure you're subscribed. And off we go. I wish you guys all the very best, and I hope this reading brought you some peace and clarity. Until next time, I'm sending you off with all my best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.